pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Football Team.
Set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down. It's Gibson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen in the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got room. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Niners 14, Washington nothing. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8. At the 27-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Washington nothing.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, 10-0.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Generated offensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 39-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On play action, they'll throw. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And he ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Dancing to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 14. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
17-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Steps away. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's a fumble.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Brings up on 3rd down. Gibson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got this down to the 30. Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
28-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll buy some time right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Looking right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Being chased out left. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll look to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about throwing to his backup.
Well, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. And it's incomplete. We'll still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score, Niners 24, Washington 0.